Hey guys, M13 here. It is, I don't know, what is it? It's not bright enough. 24th, June, July. Is it 24th of June? No, July. It's July 24th. This is a life update, I guess. It's Sunday, and it's the end of what was a very bad week. It's one of it's funny because I want to say it's one of the worst weeks I've ever had, and it's actually in some ways it is, but I, in some ways it is, but I wouldn't really generalize it as one of my worst weeks because I've had a lot of really horrible weeks since I've been married, and like I was trying to like judge it in comparison, like because my life's been improving this last 6 months or so. Just as my son gets older, there's less and less stress on me and my wife, and yeah, and that's so things have been getting better. Um, but yeah, like you guys, I never really let you guys know, but say like a year, but I don't mind saying it's as much now because it's past tense, so it's not about sympathy. Like if I'm gonna talk about how bad things were like a year ago. At the time, if I were to talk about it, like if I were to make a video saying, "Oh, today it was blah 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 blah," and it was so horrible, and I this and I that, then it would be like a bit pathetic. But I'm speaking about it in the past tense because I'm doing a lot better now. Like a year ago, I would sometimes go days without eating anything. Like talking like 3 days. One time I went like more than 3 days, like maybe 3.5. So like 80 something hours. What's that? 88 hours without eating anything. Just from depression. Like I was just so depressed and that I would I just didn't have any appetite and I just stopped eating. It was like I was like protesting the fact that I was alive. It was a hunger strike. Yeah, and then there was like I remember there was a period of like a week or two where I pretty much and this really sounds pathetic. I'm laughing at myself here because it's like, really, you did that? Really, that's kind of loserish. There was a period of like a week or two where I would like it sounds so corny. I'm having trouble spitting it out. That's what she said. There was a period for like a week or two where I cried myself to sleep pretty much every night. And it was just like that was like my routine. Wash your face, brush your teeth, and cry until you pass out from exhaustion and depression. Yeah, so, but I'm much better now. What's that? Yeah, this week has been really bad, but and then part of me wanted to say, oh, it's been one of the worst weeks of my life. But and then I thought about like all the really shitty weeks I was having like a year ago, and it's like, no, doesn't really compare. This week's a fucking party compared to those weeks. So what happened this week? Well, first of all, what was it? It's Sunday, so like 7.5 days ago on Saturday. That was when my son got his foot stuck in my bicycle tire, and that was horrific. That one day by itself ranks up in the top, like, I don't know, 5 worst days I've ever had. And actually, it's not that true because afterwards, once I saw his foot wasn't that bad, and he didn't cry too much, so it wasn't that. But maybe those few seconds when I thought his foot was broken 180 degrees, those few seconds were easily like in the top two. Those like that minute when I thought his foot was turned around was easily in the top 2 worst minutes I've ever had in my life. And where am I going? I'm gonna go buy food. Yeah, so that's another thing. Like today, I'm fairly depressed today. I'm in a mild depression, and I haven't eaten. It's like 9 o'clock at night, and I haven't eaten since 9 o'clock this morning. So I'm gonna go get. But like I said, it's only a mild depression, so I'm gonna go eat now. If it was a more severe depression, I wouldn't eat for another couple days. I'm totally gonna quit. Busy traffic, eh? This is downtown on a weekend. That's a chicken place. Oh, I know where I should take you guys. We'll go to the university area. That place is always rocking, and they got some good sandwiches that I really like to eat, and they'll be open. That's another thing. I was thinking there's a few different restaurants, but most places close around 9 at night here, believe it or not, which is kind of early. But the university area, things go kind of late there. It's kind of like a night markety type deal. Dealio. Look at this guy, oncoming, no headlight. I would just love to beat him up just for that. Just drag him off his bike, and you drove in the oncoming lane with no headlight, and just start fucking wailing on him. Keep in mind, I'm in a fairly bad mood. So yeah, so what happens? I started off the bicycle. My foot got my foot got his son stuck in my tire's bicycle. My son got his foot stuck in my bicycle's tire, and then look at all the helmets here. These helmets, you know how much these helmets cost? $3. All these half helmets cost like $3, I bet you, around that. And the bigger helmets cost like maybe $10, $15. So, yeah, my son got his foot hurt, and then that was bad. And then we had to go to the hospital the next day, and he was screaming. And then the next day after that, he got a stomach flu. So the poor kid can't walk. He's got his foot all bandaged up, and then he's vomiting all over himself on the floor, and he's in pain, and he's, like it was, and you can't do anything. It's like you can't help him, So yeah, so that was more badness, and then so that was like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I think, and then so we were and by this time I was already kind of exhausted because just every day we were taking him to the hospital and doing this and stuff, and we didn't, and I'm busy with YouTube stuff, and I'm busy with that, and I just didn't get any time to myself this week at all. Like, if I have, I can tell how much free time I have in a week by how much I play like video games. And this week I don't think I played a single hour of video games like this whole week. So that that literally means that for the last week I haven't had 1 hour to myself. It's not quite that bad. Like I read books before I go to bed and stuff, so that kind of counts as downtime. But yeah, so that takes us up to like Wednesday, and then on what was it, Thursday? On Thursday morning, I wanted to go to the racetrack, but my wife wanted to go somewhere else, and then she woke up late, and then she was in a bad mood, and then she was complaining that she was all rushed to get out of the house, and I'm like, and then I'd be the nice guy, and I'm like, well, do you need some help? Do you want me to drive you? Even though I was going to go I had plans for this morning. I didn't say that. I just said, well, do you want me to drive you and take you? And then she's like, would you? And I'm like, yes, I would. So I drove her to her appointment and stuff, and then so I lost my whole morning because of that. And so then I go to the track on Friday, and I was going to go in the morning, but a guy that I know said, oh, I'm going to go in the afternoon. So I'm like, okay, so I'll go in the afternoon. Then I go in the afternoon, and he doesn't show. He gave me a text message on my phone, but my phone had a dead battery, which is rare. I usually charge it. I forgot to charge it. So it was just like bad luck. So then I get there. He's not there. I do like one session, and then it's the afternoon. I'm kind of tired. I get tired in the afternoon. So I do one session, and then that's it. I'm tired, and I didn't do very well. I'm like, oh, fuck it. Go home. Then I'm heading home, get a speeding ticket, which I haven't gotten yet. I got caught speeding, and the ticket hasn't come in the mail, but it's going to be a doozy, and I'm really worried about that. It could be anywhere up to like $1,000 American, that ticket. So it's either going to be like $50, anywhere from like $50 up to $1,000. I have no idea. So then, yeah, that was my Friday, and then Saturday what? And then Saturday. Yes, and then Saturday, I forget why, but I had a big like argument with my wife, and we were yelling at each other. We're just both tired. And then she says, and then today's Sunday, and I had the day off because on Saturday she's like, we need a day off or something, like and what we do is I'll take care of my son one day, and then she'll take care of him the next, and then the other person has the day off. So she says, pick a day, and I tried to be the nice guy. I said, how about you just give me tonight off? That's it. That's me being generous. And she says, well, don't be generous. Be selfish. And I'm like, okay, then I'll take tomorrow off. I'll take Sunday off. I prefer to take care of my son on a weekday because it's less traffic, and we can go out. There's more places we can go, and we don't have to worry about parking and stuff. So, yeah, so then Sunday, she was Not bad. Clean looking. I like clean looking. Because then I like to soil them myself. I like to get the girls clean to begin with, and then you know, a couple of months down the line when they're like addicted to crack and fucking bags under their eyes and dressed all slutty, I can know that was me. I did that. Yeah. So where were we? Me wanting to. Anyways, so I'm mildly horny. Yeah, so today was my day off, and it was okay. I played video games. Oh, no, it wasn't okay. I wake up this morning, and like, I get an email from one of the admins on my forum, and he's like, "Oh, my account got hacked, and some like private stuff from your forum just got sent out to a bunch of people." And I'm like, "Oh, really?" And it's like it's not the first time that his account getting hacked has like affected me like that. So I kind of said, I'm like, I thought you were really good at this computer stuff, and now thanks to you, like I'm getting hacked like multiple times. I'm like, thanks, man. Like, that's all I wrote. And then he, like, went off. He was like, fuck you, fucking hate you. You know, like, I've helped you so much in the past with this and that. How dare you fucking be bothered by the fact that you got hacked through me? It's like, and that's it. Like, I wasn't even angry at him. I just kind of said, yeah, well, thanks, man. Like, a sarcastic thanks. Because I got hacked again through him. You know, like, it's not the end of the world. I didn't yell at him. I didn't say, how are you going to fucking pay me back, or what are you going to do to fix this, or, fucking nothing. I didn't even think of those things. I just simply said, like, okay, I'm annoyed. That's it. And he fucking just flipped out. Like, just really, like, flipped. So I'm like, okay, I just lost a friend, and I don't even know why. And that's what I'm going to buy. I should order it first, and because we can check out her. Hello. No, I should order it first because it takes a long time for her to make it. There's the boss. A bow.
Hi.
Hello.
好久没看到你了。宝宝，哦，宝宝，我有一个小朋友，是不是？宝宝摸着他，等一下给宝宝下去啊。为什么有空来
？3个。
3个。
加 cheese。
好久没看到你。
加 cheese 还有什么？3个加 cheese 不要啦。Where's the girl with the long legs that you guys like so much? Oh, that's her boyfriend. He's gonna kick my ass. He's hot too. You're pretty good looking. 你也蛮好看的。
你要找什么？
没有。It's okay. Yeah. Yeah. 3个芥末 cheese. Okay. 我去吃，回来。你好吗？
好，你要先学哈，没事来这个。
Edit out my license plate. Got a nice sunburn. Bow? Oh shit, forgot to get gas. Move up. Rise. If I keep looking at it, it'll move. That's all I need. That's all I need on this day. To run out of gas. Especially here, because fuck if I know where there's a gas station, man. That's all I need. Well, let's go get gas, shall we? It moved a bit. It's moving now. I still need to get gas. Especially if I'm going to ride around slowly. Yeah. So then what? Wow, look at that. Is that a lineup? I think that's a lineup. Weird. Lineup straight in the middle of the intersection. Yeah, it's a cool area, man. I don't visit here hardly enough. Falling out with the admin, site got hacked, personal stuff put out on the internet yet again. It's happened so many times. Then I got an email from a hacker And he supposedly likes me. Doesn't like me. He says that he respects me. I think he, mildly likes my YouTube stuff, or he likes, that I'm honest and that I stick up for people or something. He likes something about me. And, but he says that, on the one hand he says that, but on the other hand he also takes some of my personal stuff and puts it on the net. So I'm like, okay. He's the same guy that hacked me a while back, and when he hacked me a while back, he was pretty polite about it. And I actually said to someone, "Well, he seems like a nice hacker," because when he hacked my website, he said he hacked it, but he didn't damage anything, he didn't destroy anything, he didn't erase anything, and then he even wrote, like, yeah, he told someone, he's like, yeah, well, I hacked your site, but I didn't want to mess it up because I think M13 is an okay guy or something like that. And I said, oh, he seems kind of cool. But then he comes back again and takes some of my personal stuff, so not as cool as I thought. Gas station. This way. So lost a friend, got hacked, got stuff put out on the net, and then on the same day that all this is happening, there's a forum that I go on. It's not my forum. It's not a motorcycle forum. It's just a forum that I go on, and one of them. That was me being an idiot. That was me faking it. Gotta fake it sometimes. I'll let them, sometimes I add the gas myself, and I'm actually not good at it. With this scooter, for some reason, it really easily overfills and, like, sprays out. I've done it to myself so many times. Joe Jaman. So, yeah, that's my scooter at night. Looks pretty good nowadays. Got a bunch of LEDs, too. Let me see. Oh, there's no key. I'll finish this when I get riding again. I think this blog is going fairly well, considering. You should make blogs when you're depressed more often. We like it when you're depressed. No, I think it's because I'm on a hunger high. When you don't eat for a long time, you get hungry, and then your body gives you energy. It gives you like a nervous energy, because it's kind of like it's back from like the caveman days, where when you're hungry, your body has to give you like this kind of a false energy to help you go and kill something. There's a Mini Cooper with the British flag on top there. Yeah, okay, so then what? Oh yeah, so there's this forum that I go on. It's not a motorcycle forum, and it's not my own forum. And there's a moderator on there who doesn't like me. A couple, actually. And we get into like an argument, and his argument was really. We get into an argument, and I'm winning the argument like big time. For example, he's getting mad at me because I speed sometimes, and he's like, you should just always do the posted speed. And I said, and that's what he's saying, like, you should always do the posted speed. And then I responded with, okay, man, like, he was very adamant about not speeding. And then I said, okay, man, so at this point in the conversation, since you live in Taiwan also, you're either a hypocrite who does speed sometimes, and you're just acting all high and mighty with me, but meanwhile you speed yourself, or you're someone who never speeds and always follows the posted speed limits, in which case you'd be a huge road hazard. Because in Taiwan, there are many roads that have a speed limit of like 15 kilometers an hour. That's roughly 9 miles an hour. A speed limit on a road of 9 miles an hour. And no one does it. No one. And I mean literally no one. Like handicapped people on bicycles don't do that, okay? Like little children on bicycles would be going quicker than the speed limit. And we're not talking about like a short stretch of road. We're talking about miles of road where the speed limit is like 10 miles an hour, 9 miles an hour or something. I think that's where we wanted to turn. Yeah, and so I said to him, are you trying to tell me that when you go on those roads, you just putt along doing 10 miles an hour. If that's true, then you'd be a horrific road hazard because you'd be the only person, on the entire road doing that speed, and everyone else would be doing 50, because that's about 40, 50, and you'd be the only person doing 10, and you'd be caught, you'd be a complete idiot to do the speed limit on those roads. So I said, so which is it? Are you a hypocrite for telling me to never speed ever? Or are you an idiot for not speeding yourself on roads that would be dangerous, And of course he can't respond to that, because literally there's only two answers he can respond with. Yes, I never speed and I'm a total idiot. Or yes, I speed sometimes too, in which case I'm a hypocrite for telling you to never speed. So what does he do to respond? What does this moderator on a forum do? He writes personal information. He looks into my I don't know, sign up sheet or whatever, and then he starts writing my real name on the forum, and I'm like, oh my god, just because he knows that that's something that I wouldn't like. And this is a moderator. This is a person that they give authority on their forum. And it's on the same day that I had one or two other personal exposures. Two others. So I had three identity exposings on the same day. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It doesn't really bother me that much. There are literally hundreds of my viewers who have seen what I look like. Sometimes people will just send me you can back me up in the comment section. There are people who have just sent me a message, just a message, and I send them a video that has me in it, me, 100% me, no mask, no nothing, just me, my face, they totally see what I look like, and they don't even ask. That's the thing. If you send me a message saying, hey, can I see the video with your face in it? Guaranteed, 100%, I won't send you the video. But sometimes somebody will just send me a message that's, and I just think to myself, oh, this is a nice person. This is the kind of person I'd like to know or something. This seems like a really nice person, and I want to share this personal video with them. So I share it to them, and then and I've done that with hundreds of my viewers. So people think that I'm so against showing my face, but I've shown hundreds of people, if not more. I saw a private series in one of my older private series. Again, I should 100%. There's tons of me and video of me walking around with no mask, no nothing. So yeah, it's not as big a deal as some people think it is. I've had a few people threaten me with that. I'm gonna go and post your this. I'm like, do it, man. I don't, you're just gonna make a lot of people hate you, and it's not that, it's not like I'm ugly or anything. It's not gonna hurt me that much. Shit, I'm better looking than most of the other motorcycle vloggers that I've seen around. So how, it's not really gonna work against me. It's a bad thing to say, isn't it? Oh, whatever. Fuck it. Oh, look at that cat. Look at it. Is that cute or what? There you guys go. You guys are asking. We always see stray dogs. Where are the stray cats? It's like a stray cat. They're feeding it, but it's not eating. Oh, is it going to eat it? Yeah. No, it doesn't eat it. I think it just wants companionship. It doesn't want food. Ooh, look at it go. Cutie. A lot of nice pussy around here. So, yeah, so that was my week. It was just a really shitty week. Yeah. And then tomorrow is my day with my son, and I'm gonna try to do something extra special with him. He had a shitty day with my wife. Today was my wife's day, and he's he wakes up in the morning, he's crying, she's yelling at him. This afternoon, he's crying, she's yelling at him. A little while ago, she's yelling at him, he's crying. Tomorrow, when I take care of him, from when he wakes up until when he goes to bed at night, he will not cry once, and he'll spend the entire day happy, smiling. That's the difference. Because like he said something like he said like I don't like you, mommy, or it's like to her, and then she's like you don't like me, and then she like she just gave him some milk to drink, and he really likes milk, and then she like takes his milk away. You don't like me, I'm taking away your milk, and then he's like, and he's crying, he's like severely depressed, and he's like please no, and it's like, and then she's like well what would you do if he said he didn't like you, and I'm like I wouldn't care because he doesn't mean it. He's just tired and a little grumpy, and he just says stuff, you know, like it's not like he really means it. She's like, well, he's being rude. And I'm like, well, shit, you're rude all the time. Did I pass? Nope. So, yeah. So that's my week. How was yours? No, don't tell me. I don't really care. Don't write it down.